Hi there, let's get started. We're going to start with a little walking on the spot. So this workout is a strength training workout for people that don't normally do strength workouts, for people that don't exercise very much but would like to get into it. You understand the benefit of exercise as we go into peri and post-menopause, for our benefit for our heart and our bones and for weight loss and for our muscle strength. It helps our whole body. So getting into a regular routine of exercise is really beneficial. But I know for a lot of people, as they enter this phase, the last thing they want to do is exercise, and they definitely don't want to do heavy weights and running for miles. So if you can just start small, little and often, as they say, so follow this 3 times a week. It's only 10 minutes and it's quite gentle. Okay, if you get to the point where you're finding this quite easy, you can move on to one of my other workouts. Okay, so just because you're quite new to exercise, just make sure it's safe for you to do so. So consult your GP, just make sure you haven't got any health reasons why you can't do this exercise. For most people, being unfit is not enough reason to not be working out. But talk to your GP first if you've got any concerns. Okay, we're going to keep it really easy. So if you're not used to exercise, even just this walking on the spot could be like, whew. Okay, so we're going to stand still. We're going to push to one side, push to the other side. Get a nice little twist in your waist. You're waking up your back and your ab muscles, your arms. Okay, just pushing side to side. Okay, really important to wake up and warm up your body, just to iron out any little wrinkles. We tend to be quite stiff as we go through this phase. Again, moving the joints that might be a bit creaky can really help. But once you're warming those joints up, it helps with your mobility. Okay, we're going to bring those elbows back. Our shoulders and our back doesn't get much work. And that's one of the first places we tend to find aches and pains through our shoulders and backs because we're not using them. Okay, keep going. And we're going to come forward. Forward. Okay, any of these that you think, oh no, I've got a sore shoulder, I've got a problem, just take it down. It may be that it's just your elbows are down here. Okay, it's very unlikely that you get to peri and post-menopause without any aches and pains or injuries, take it easy. Your body will tell you when it's ready to do the next step. So we're going to stand with our legs wide apart and just kind of sit back and up again. Just a little movement. Squeeze your bum as you come up. Squeeze. Squeeze. Feel those legs warming up. It's very sunny today, so I don't think the video quality is particularly good because I've got the sun behind me, but I normally do these in the afternoon and it's perfect. But I thought, nice and early, and the sun popped out. Keep going, 2 more. And 1, and 2. Okay, so really good start to our exercise. It's the squat. So the squat is when we just sit down, squat, sit down, okay? So, but for some people they find that quite difficult. So grab yourself a chair. It's the only bit of equipment you're going to need today. Grab yourself a chair and we're just going to sit and stand up. And sit and stand up. Don't get any easier than that. So you make sure your feet are planted in front of you. You're not really getting very much from my feet, aren't you? Okay, no, you still can't see them. But they're not untucked under the chair. They're right out in front. Yeah, so keep going, up and down. If you find that easy, you could just hover as if you're going to sit on it. Puts you in the right position for a squat because lots of people do it like this and you put a lot of pressure through your knees. You want to sit down and stand up. Okay, and just for every day, use this particular exercise. You can fit it into your day, how many times you sit down. Don't grab the armrest to push yourself up. Don't do this to get up, okay? Try and use your legs to get yourself up and down. Okay, 2 more we're going to do. Down and up. Okay, we're going to come round and you're going to use the back of the chair this time. Okay, make sure it's not going to tip, okay? You could use a worktop, a table, or even the wall for this if you don't feel comfortable with your chair not slipping. Okay, we're just going to walk our legs, you can't see my feet, and I'm just pressing my feet into the ground. Okay, so you're working your calves. Okay, they're you know, your ankles and your feet, you know, we have real issues with these. So you're rolling forward onto your toe and then pressing down into your heel. Okay, to make that a little bit harder, you can obviously use the other side of your chair and push down. You get a much deeper sort of sensation through your calves. Okay, but most of us will be up here if we're starting out, or even up against the wall. Okay, so just a few more of those. Now we're going to do a lunge or a split squat. So we've got the wall or your chair at the side of you just to help you stabilise. Okay, one leg in front of the other. Your back foot, you're on your toe, and you're just going to come down and up. Okay, you will feel as you go through this, you're slightly out of breath. That's really good, that's working your heart. But you don't want to be panting, so just take these at your own, you know, your own pace. And if you want to make this one a little bit harder, legs a little bit wider apart, and your knee can come right down to the floor and up. Okay, it really depends how flexible you are or how strong you are in your thighs. For a lot of people, if you're a complete beginner, just a nice little down and up. Make sure that knee isn't too far in front of your toe. And the other side. Okay. On your toe at the back, back foot at the front, your ankle and your knee are lined up. And you're just going up and down, nice straight body. Don't lean into it like this and put your hands on your legs. You want nice and straight. Obviously, if your balance is good, you can take your hands out. You know, you don't have to hold the chair and you can just come up and down, because that then is working your tummy. But we're building up to that. So, you know, don't ever say, I can't do a lunge or I can't do a squat. We're building up to do the sort of more advanced stuff. But you might need to do this 3-6 weeks before you can see that you're getting stronger. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, we're going back to our back of our chair or our wall. I'm doing it on the back of the chair so you can actually see me, because if I turn on the wall, but we don't want it tipping up, okay? We want to just come down and up. See, my chair just slid then. So maybe don't do it on a slippery surface. So if your hands are on the wall, I don't know if you can see from that angle, my hands are wider than my shoulders, and we're just putting our face towards the wall, but you're going to keep your body nice and straight. Yeah? My chair's not quite wide enough. So keep your hands wide, pushing against that wall. Worktop's really good for this, your kitchen worktop, because you're just that little bit lower down. It's the forming of a press up. Yeah, we don't want to get on the floor yet, but you know, eventually you might be able to get to the point where you're on the floor and you're pushing up against, I don't feel like I'm showing you that very well because my chair's slipping, but yeah, against the wall is the best one. Okay, that's enough of that one. So we're then going to do the same thing. So again, make sure it doesn't tip. You can do this on worktops, and you're just going to come down and push up again. Okay, this one, I quite like doing it on this part of the chair because we're a bit closer to the floor. Okay, and we're just going to come up. The closer your feet are to you, the easier this is because you're carrying less weight. And you're just pushing your feet in the back of your arms. Okay, obviously if you're against the worktop, you're higher up, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, keep going with those, a few more of those. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's get rid of that gel. Okay, and we're gonna, with our arms above your head, you're gonna bring them down and behind you. Okay, so straight up, pulling down, elbows coming behind. Up and down. So we don't want to be in the front here, we want to come round the back. And it's improving our mobility through our shoulders. Just checking the time. Ooh, we're already on 10 minutes. We did do a little warm up. Okay, a few more of those. So we've worked our legs, we've worked our arms. Really simple 10-minute workout. Okay, and it's a building block for how you're going to improve your strength. So if you didn't find that particularly challenging, go back to the beginning and do it again. And you could do that 3 times. Once you've got to the point where you can do that 3 times without any issues, then you're ready for the next step. Thanks for joining me.